witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. Hair, can you not? The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Well, why? He seems to know what he's doing. He is very attractive in his outfit. Order! Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, so I did what I thought. That's his whole testimony. Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Sure, Phoenix, I don't know what... Yeah. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Okay, what? I have nothing to present, though. I literally don't know. I'm gonna save here because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna... Wait! Frick. Yeah, that's fine, Drac. Okay, I'm gonna look at my court record. Hold up. I literally don't know what I'm looking for. Because cause single blunt force trauma. Oh, death was instantaneous. So she couldn't have written her name. Oh, this is why you double check your stuff. Okay. I found the contradiction. We got this. Okay. Okay. Present. This seems like a good spot. This. Objection! Yes, the music stopped. We got it right. Objection. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me. Why? That is cold. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No, but... in your way out of this one, detective. Ha! Hell my, he said but. Oh my, is that allowed in court? I don't know if he's allowed to say but in court. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Edgeworth has something to say, though. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. Yes? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... I love the little animations. They're great. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! That feels like BS. Like, it was almost immediate death, but not quite immediate death. There might have been, you know, a minute or two where she could have written a name, but that's whatever. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. I rest my case. That is all. I see. Dang you, Edgeworth. Betty fibbed that report. I smell something fishy here. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Listen, you. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? Ah! I could just be like, hold up, I'm gonna save. This is funny. I could just be like, you're a sham, he's a sham, or I'm a sham. Frick you, Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Because frick you, Edgeworth! Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. No, she did not. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Excuse me, apparently I needed an orange break.
You're doing so good, you got halftime snacks. Did you ever play soccer as a kid?
No, I did not.
You got orange slices and water at halftime.
Yeah, no, I don't think we did halftime. Well, I played softball, but that was years ago. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Phoenix, no slut shaming. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing. Well, no, not really, but. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Gotta love the cat paws. She literally stands like this. Oh, stop cutting your fingers.
It's not gonna happen.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Except for Edgeworth, because he's probably gay. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witnesses account.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. A wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Excuse me, you can't just get rid of my cross-examination! Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Mia Fay's understudy. Were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Frick, yes, I am. Yes, I'm doing this. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Though I don't know what I can really do. I mean, I know she didn't see everything. Maybe I can press her on when she says she dodged. Oh, you know, I'll press this too. Just in case. Nice. Why did she do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know. I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Oh my gosh, her face is terrifying.
Oh!
Of course, Edward comes in to save the day. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah! Stop him! I'm trying to be thirsty for her! The poor girl! And her big tits!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? I honestly, okay. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Like, dodged to one side and ran away. Press that. And then maybe I can use the map there, but it depends what she says. She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony.
But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
Hit her with what? How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. I'm like constantly saving because I honestly don't know what to do half the time. I question this. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Oh!
Oh my, she hesitated. That must mean something, right? No, but not my future waifu. She wouldn't do that. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, that's an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought. Okay. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But
Still, we don't know if she was, dressed that way the night of the murder. She was. She was, yeah. We got this. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all of the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. A wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Dang, I almost had her. It's canon. She actually says the word wink. She doesn't just do it, she actually says it.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think.
How does she know it's a clock? Because everyone else calls it a statue.
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee.
How does she know it's a clock? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Will do. Let's go. Edgeworth, fight me. Okay. I'm gonna skip ahead to where... Actually, I'm gonna save real quick. Just in case I'll mess up somewhere. Wait. But also, how could she see that she was hit when she supposedly dodged? Because the window view is only so much. I don't know. Yeah, this though. We're gonna present the actual weapon. Nailed it. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Oh!
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Oh my, did she murder? I don't know. Maybe she's a murderer. Oh. Order. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Edgeworth! You're bogus and you know it. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, I won't! No, I won't! Just because you boys are thirsty for her doesn't mean I don't get my cross-examination. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once, but you know what I mean. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because... I heard it? Yes! I heard it say the time!
This is bogus because there's a phone call that says it's no longer working. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No! Hey, I didn't say that! Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room.
The law offices of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, no. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have, or it couldn't have run. Okay, there's specific wording here. It's ultimately the same thing, but I think the wording is important. It couldn't have run. That's the important one, I think, because the mechanics are not in it. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty, I think, right? It's empty. It should be that it's empty. The clock is missing its clockwork. Come on, game. You were doing good earlier. Why you? How could you possibly? Just have a look as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Oh my, it's empty. Oh my, who would have thought? Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have run. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Frickin' Drac. Well, Miss May. Uh-oh. Edgeworth, what you got up your sleeve? Wait. I'm gonna predict. He's gonna argue. The clock could have worked the day of the murder and had been emptied afterwards. But we got evidence that's not the case. Tisk tisk. Question mark. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't rain. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Ugh. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can. Oh, impossible, of course. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ah! He's smug too. He knows. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.